Jinx is here. We got King Ryan, bobblehead master, and Andrew, and tough week last week, huh, Ryan?
Well, it wasn't the worst week. I mean, we went 2-2. The road trip went almost as expected. We lost in Toronto, and then got big wins in Chicago and Utah. Utah was a fun one because Ricky played there last year. So seeing Rubio's return to Salt Lake City was always cool.
So shout out to Alex Murray, who was at the game. He was in Utah.
Hell yeah, shout out Alex. Ricky was like getting all buddy-buddy with Mitchell and Ingles and all his old homies before the game. And then they went out there and whooped that ass. So that was nice. I hope your boy's not a Jazz fan. Okay. Good. Then we lost to the Clippers last night back home. That one was tough. But Memphis also lost, so he didn't lose any ground in the race for the 8 seed.
But that's really not the worst part of the loss to the Clippers.
No, it's not. Kelly did not play, and they didn't really say why. And then this morning, it came out that he has a torn meniscus. And that hurts, because on any given night, he's either our second or third best player. Sometimes even the best player on the floor, depending on who else shows up.
He brings that energy. He's like he's an important piece, you know?
He's the central piece. He's the glue guy.
That's
So, I mean,
for it.
shout out Kelly Oubre. We're going to miss you dearly. That
We
hurts the playoff hopes. That was like a shot to the knee, literally. So, I mean, we're going to miss Kelly. Hopefully he can make it back soon. They said indefinitely out. I mean, who knows?
That's what Westbrook had, and he was out for, I want to say, like half a season.
Yeah.
The thing is, you can recover. You can't come back from it. You can't make a full recovery from it. You know?
Oh, yeah, he'll be full recovered, but next year.
Yeah.
That sucks really hard.
Tough news.
Yeah. Earlier this week, though, there was a couple of huge performances around the league that we got to mention. Trae Young dropped a first career 50-burger, first of many. Definitely going to see a lot more out of him.
He's a baller.
And then Bradley Beal, the other all-star snub besides Booker, he's been showing everybody why he was snubbed, dropping 50s left and right. I mean,
career
in
high.
losses, though.
And another career high, like 2 days
The
later.
day later, yeah. He's been on one.
That sucks for him, man, because he's nasty, and he spent his whole career in Washington, and they really, like, I think that the second round is, they made it the second round
Best they've
1
done,
year,
yeah.
and, like, he's been in the league for what? Probably 8 years.
Quite a while, yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah, that sucks for him, man. I mean, he's good, though. He's balling.
Yeah.
Milwaukee became the first team to clinch a playoff berth with a big 50 wins.
I think it was the fastest team in history to clinch a playoff berth.
Even faster than the Warriors of that one year?
I'm pretty sure, yeah, because the West was stacked a couple years ago.
Oh, yeah.
I swear I saw that stat. It was the fastest clinch playoff spot ever.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I mean, they're good.
I got them.
I still have them coming out of the
I really
East.
got them. I got them winning it all.
It depends what team from the West they have to face.
What about the Lakers? If
they get
play
a
the
tougher-
Lakers, would they beat them?
Yeah.
Clippers.
I don't know if they could beat the Clippers.
Huh.
Kawhi,
I don't know about
the
the
defense,
Clippers,
man. The Clippers have the defense that the Lakers don't. And then
Alright.
pretty much anybody else I think they beat. So really just as long as they don't pull the Clippers, Rockets aren't making it to the finals.
Hey, you never know. You never know.
D'Antoni is the master of the fucking Western Conference Finals exit. Every time, bro. Here, there. I mean, he never did anything in New York either. Is D'Antoni a great coach? I don't know. He's a good regular season coach. And in the West, there's still no clinch. But, I mean, the West hasn't really shifted. We're gaining ground on Memphis, but there's also San Antonio, Sacramento, New Orleans, and the Blazers right there in the mix as well. I mean, all of those teams are right on the bubble and can make it. The only teams that are really out are the Wolves and the Warriors.
That's wait, say it for a sec. Yeah, it's tight for the 8th seed. And
It is.
And you know, Curry's coming back soon.
Yeah, that's not going to make a difference. They
Yeah,
have 12 wins.
I know, but they'll rise up.
I don't know if they can win with just Curry. I mean,
No,
he played the start of the season.
I know, but next year.
Well, yeah, next year they'll be right back in the mix. But next year the Hawks are going to be in the mix.
Next year's gonna be sick, dude. Because Warriors will be back, Nets will be back, Hawks will be on the cusp.
They'll be in there next year.
Oh, the playoffs, okay, yeah, but I'm talking about like
contenders.
Because I mean, it's already so up in the air this year, and the next year you throw back Steph and Clay, and Kyrie, KD.
Kyrie, KD is deadly.
Yeah.
That's gonna be crazy.
Yeah,
they're really good. And the MVP race is tightening up quite a bit.
Giannis.
The big clear front runner is Giannis.
Giannis.
Hopefully going to be a back-to-back MVP. Hasn't had one since Curry a few years ago. Steve Nash was a back-to-back MVP once.
He should win. I mean, if he doesn't win, then that's like...
It's a slap
the
in the
voters
face.
are wrong, man.
Yeah.
Like, straight up.
I can't... If he doesn't win, I don't know who could. There's only a few other options. I mean, LeBron, he's having a good year. They're number one in the West. But, I mean, the Nuggets are, like, creeping right up on him. And that's one of the other contenders is the Joker. The two dark horses in the MVP race. You got Nikola Jokic and Luka Doncic. Yeah, the Joker. I mean, they're both pretty long shots to win it, though. Giannis pretty much has the MVP locked up.
Yeah, they deserve a spot in the conversation, but it's like, they're not going to win. Sure, if Jokic won MVP...
That'd be crazy.
That'd
be nuts.
Yeah, it's not going to happen.
His numbers just aren't quite there. He's good, but
for
like
number 2 seed too, like
yeah.
I mean, it's just gotta be Giannis because even the Lakers' record is not as good as the Bucks. If you're gonna say best in the West, well, what about best in the NBA? You know?
Yeah. Giannis probably the MVP. Probably.
That's the way it's going right now.
And then in 2 weeks, we got the madness. That's right, folks. The March Madness tournament is gonna start soon. It's a good spot to see some of the future stars of the NBA shine. Like, that's where Ja Morant was essentially discovered. I mean, a lot of hardcore people knew about him before, but he really shined in the tournament last year. Curry made a name for himself in the tournament, and Davison, all kinds of people. Anthony Davis won the tournament with Kentucky. They were absurdly good that year.
Melo
won the tournament with Syracuse, yeah.
How much dough are you planning to drop this year on betting?
A lot. I already made some bets when I was in Vegas. I'm gonna make some more locally, I'm sure. I mean, I'm rolling with my dogs or my cats.
Ooh.
Coach Cal and the UK Wildcats. Go Big Blue.
Who are some notable NBA cats?
Oh, there's a ton of them, dude. You could make a super team with just University of Kentucky players. You got John Wall, Anthony Davis, Devin Booker, Boogie Cousins, Malik Monk, Tyler Hero. You got De'Aaron Fox out in Sacramento. He's really good. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. University of Kentucky continually puts out NBA superstars. Karl Anthony Towns was a Wildcat. I mean...
And Russell. Did you already mention him?
Russell didn't go there.
Oh.
Russell went to OSU.
Oh.
Coach Cal knows what he's doing. They've had like a rough go of things in the SEC, but they're going to make the tournament, and they're going to make some noise in the tournament. Our Sun Devils will also make some noise in the tournament. Bobby Hurley's a great coach. Remy Martin's playing really well. Team's looking pretty good. We're sweeping people in the Pac-12 right now. As long as we put together a decent Pac-12 performance in that tournament, we don't even have to win the Pac-12. As long as we just look good, we'll make the tournament, the big dance.
Who are some notable Sun Devil NBA players?
Pretty much just Harden. Yeah, pretty much just Harden. Hopefully some others will follow soon.
We got a good one, you know?
Yeah, we have a great one. So, I mean, that's a great guy to have in your alma mater. Harden, he's been doing pretty well. Him and Russell both dropped 30 against the Grizzlies last night.
Russ has been nice, dude.
He has.
He kind of was off to start the season, but lately he's been kind of on fire. I mean, it's one of his best stretches of his career.
They're kind of learning to share the ball.
Month and a half or so, yeah.
Yeah. They're pretty good. I like it. But I don't think they're going to be in for a deep playoff run.
I mean, if they get lucky and they get hot right at the end of the first round.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because when they're hot, like especially when Harden's hot, he can bring the whole team, you know?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. Harden could go drop 60 and win them the game himself. Like, that's just what he does. He's that kind of guy. So what else do you want to talk about?
Well, I got some stats. I saw actually on the when I was at work on the NBA Reddit page, and so the guy that posted it, his name is Jin.1.
Shout out Jin.1.
Jin.1. All right, so I'm just gonna read you some of these. They're all stats about the Suns, and I think they kind of highlight an overall theme with the team. But I just want to hear your takes on it. And so first, the Rubio, Booker, Bridges, Oubre, and Ayton five-man lineup has the best offensive rating of any lineup in the league that has played over 200 minutes. It's at 120.7.
I believe it, man. Rubio is a key piece. He brings everyone together. He gets like 9 assists a game. He's been on fire all year, and he's been one of our healthiest players. And Bridges ties it together with great defense. His long arms, he does a lot of good rebounding. Ayton's iffy for me. I mean, Ayton, there's two different Aytons. Sometimes he shows up and he dominates, and he looks like a young Shaq. And then other nights he shows up and it's like he forgets that he's 7'2" and almost 300 pounds and like just plays soft. I don't know why. But if we can get better consistency out of him and always be that 30-point, 15 rebound guy, then we could be unstoppable.
Be in trouble for the league. I mean, second year, it's at least he's getting good flashes, you know.
Second year, but he still hasn't even played 2 full years worth of games.
True.
Bullshit suspension.
Okay, so then that same lineup, Rubio, Booker, Bridges, Oubre, Ayton, has the second best net rating in the league. It's at plus 19.2. That's just behind the Bucks starting lineup, or their all-star lineup. They got 19.7.
It's pretty huge.
With Ayton on the court, the Suns have a plus 4.4 net rating, and that drops to minus 3.0 with them off. So that's over a 7-point difference. With Booker, it's 8.7, and with Ricky, 8.0.
Yep, that all makes perfect sense. I mean, our superstars are good. Our bench is a little weak.
Bench is weak. Plus, it's like then starters have to play more minutes, and then like that's how you get injuries too.
Mm-hmm. And part of the problem with that first lineup and having such a high net is that we've not been healthy all year. We can't get that lineup out there consistently.
That's true. Yeah, that's a huge point. Ayton defends 19.8 field goal attempts per game. That's the second most in the NBA, behind Rudy Gobert. He's holding his opponents to 6.7% below their shooting averages, which is number 8 in the league.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, that's pretty big.
He's a paint beast, man.
Yeah.
I mean, we just got to keep him healthy.
Is he really 300 pounds?
Almost. Not quite, but
yeah, that's...
He's like a good 280.
Damn. So on the Suns, only Ayton, Booker, Bridges, and then Tyler Johnson, who's gone now.
Fuck Tyler Johnson.
Only those four, though, hold their opponents to below their shooting averages.
Who were they again?
There was Ayton, Booker, Bridges, and Tyler Johnson. And you know, Booker
makes perfect sense.
The respect he deserves.
Oh, no. He gets no respect as a defender. And that's like his biggest improvement from last year to this year. Is he's really been stepping up on defense and doing really well.
I think it's just like the
Bridges is no surprise.
If you're like
an all-star shooting guard, yeah, people don't think you play defense.
On a bad record team, you're gonna just get labeled as a bad defender.
Yeah.
All right, so then Ayton scores the 7th most points by centers and forwards at 19 points per game, and of the top 15 scoring centers and forwards in the NBA, Ayton has the second best defensive rating.
Behind Gobert?
Yep. No, behind Embiid.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Watch out, Embiid is the self-proclaimed best center in the league.
He said he's the best player in the league.
Slow down there, Embiid.
Yeah, no.
Slow down there. I didn't see your face when we were talking about MVP contenders.
For real. No, I don't like the Sixers this year. But
I don't
mean,
either. I think the Sixers are set up for a fucking first-round exit.
Yeah. They got the pieces, but they're not. Something's not mixing with them. And then the last point. The Suns, with Ayton, have 106.8 defensive rating, which would be 7th in the league. And without Ayton, they got a 111.1 defensive rating, and that's 21st in the league. So he is having an impact, I guess, is the most of it.
He is.
And I think that
it all comes down to health. I mean, we should probably fire our whole training staff and get new people in there because we have not been able to stay healthy all year long. And even like last Friday, when everyone does come back and be healthy, we're swiftly losing people to injury again, like Oubre.
Yeah.
It's just, come on, man. Oubre didn't even get hurt in the game. It was practice. He didn't even, come to the game last night.
That sucks, man.
It does. It's fucking brutal.
I think we just got it. Our bench needs to just get better, straight up.
That too. Elio Kobo could play way better. Cam Johnson's pretty good off the bench. He's only a rookie too, so you gotta cut him a little slack.
How about that dude?
Dario has good nights and bad nights. I mean, who?
The D-League guy?
Oh, Jalen? Yeah, Jalen needs to get back on the team permanently. Aaron Baines is probably our best player off the bench. He fills in for Aiden pretty nicely, and he does a really good job in there. He holds the paint down. He can shoot threes. He can do it all. Ty Jerome is all right. I mean, he's a rookie as well. Got to see more out of him. But I like the direction we're going. Everything you just told me says that we should be able to compete with the best teams in the league.
Yeah, really.
And on a good night, we do. On a good night, we can hang with anybody.
So with no injuries, we had no injuries at all this season.
Or suspensions?
Or suspensions. What seed do you think we would be?
6.
I was at 4.
Really? Okay.
Okay,
I just didn't want to put a ton of pressure and expectations, but no.
I did.
I like that.
Okay, well, who's the better team if we were healthy the whole year? Suns or OKC?
Suns.
Alright. Suns or Mavericks?
We'd probably be neck and neck with the Mavericks. They're
Suns.
pretty fucking good.
Suns
Luka is amazing.
or Nuggets? If we were healthy the whole year.
We could hang with the Nuggets, especially in a 7-game series, but I don't know if our overall record would be better than the Nuggets.
Alright, fair enough.
We'd probably be hanging right around that 4, 5, 6 spot.
Yeah.
We still wouldn't be as good as the LA teams, but we would be right in the race. And that's where we need to be, because once the playoffs start, it's a whole nother ball game. Booker will turn into God mode probably, and he's gonna want it more than anybody else out there. Booker is a competitor, and he just needs a shot to get in the playoffs. And like I said, on a good night, we can hang with any team in the league. We just need a chance.
We got
All
some
we
good
need
wins.
is a shot.
One of those 8 losses for the Bucks.
To the
Boys in
Suns.
Phoenix, you
Yeah.
know?
That should say it all right there. We're one of the few teams that can beat the fucking Bucks. Who else has beat them? Only 7 other teams. Or maybe 6 others, one of them twice. Just saying.
Yeah. Well, playoffs are going to be sick, man.
Yeah, the playoffs are going to be great. I'm excited for it. That's the best time of year for the basketball. It's just playoffs.
That's right at the end of March Madness, too. We got March Madness.
And then it rolls right into April, and playoff time is right around the corner.
And we got NHL playoffs coming up, too.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Exciting stuff, people. Hope your TV boxes are tuned in. NBA or die.
Yep. And is that about it?
I guess that's about it, man.
All right. Well,
We got Detroit on
Beats.
Friday.
Oh yeah.
We got
Nice.
Golden State on Saturday on a back-to-back, and then we got Toronto on Tuesday, all here in Phoenix. Hopefully we can pull 2-1,
2-1, baby.
3-0, man. We can beat the Raptors. We can do it.
Yeah.
3-0. 3-0 this week.
Yeah, let's do
You
it.
heard it here first, folks.
All right. Cool.
Write us in, leave a comment, follow, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. You got anything?
No, not really. Have a good week, guys.
Yeah, have a great week.
See you next time.
Go Suns.
All right.